that Coulson is a life model decoy.
So the real Coulson died in
He's
Avengers.
dead, but somehow they were able to download his consciousness or something.
All right.
And then in that intervening time where he was stabbed horrifically and died, I think they've kind of went, right, okay, here's a little bit of extra memory where you remember that you died for 8 seconds, you woke up again, and you went off to Tahiti for a couple of days.
Right.
But in reality, we were busy downloading your consciousness
rebooted.
into this life model decoy. So we'll probably have a scene or something that's very Terminator-esque where, he'll tear his skin or something during a fight sequence or something like that.
Right.
And it's like, my God, who am I?
Or a room full of of
Coulson's.
Coulson's.
Yeah, so anytime he dies, he gets downloaded into another
into
body
another
or
one.
something.
Do you know what I think? I think he's been dead a while. I think
Really?
he died long, long ago, and he has been a life decoy model the whole way through.
Really? So
Yeah.
do you think we'll almost like have a scene where you see Coulson walking past Captain America in the 1940s?
Yes.
And that's why he loves
Yes,
Captain America
I think
so much?
there's a tie-in to the fact that he's got such a thing for Captain America.
Yeah.
And that's how he has the cards and stuff. I think that's why he has the vintage cards. I think we may have found out that Coulson died during the war or something.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do.
Oh,
Personally.
rumour and speculation. Don't we just love it?
That's what I reckon. Now, but then again, this did the hint at the whole magical aspect. It was magical. You should go there. It's magical.
Yeah.
Is this going to bring in? Because funny, I was talking to Chris and Ed, our comic book gurus on FTN last night about this, and they reckon, as I did as well, that this is a big hint to maybe another character, to something else that we may see in another movie, or
So you mean
this
like
magical
Scarlet Witch or
aspect.
something?
Because in the Marvel universe works, nobody's ever really dead. They bring them back. There's magic. There's this. There's that. That might be an aspect of what
I
we'll
actually
see.
can't wait until Loki comes back as a girl, like in the comics.
Yes.
And that way, like all the girl Hiddleston fans will just have to pass over
Yes.
to all the men. Because
Yes.
we'll obviously get a really attractive female Loki.
I know, and when you're telling people, God, isn't Loki really hot, and they haven't
Yeah,
seen the new
and like
Loki yet, they're like, sorry,
Hiddleston's,
what? Yeah.
Hiddleston's in their mind. It's like, well, mates, it's been fun knowing you, but I found something out about you tonight that I had no idea about before.
Bye now.
Yep.
But yeah, so okay, so out of 5.
Okay.
How many would you give it out of 5?
I'd give it a solid 3.
Okay. You know what, I'm happy. I think three's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I wonder, controversial, twice in 10 minutes.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Are we getting tired of the Joss Whedon thing? Has it kind of had its moment?
Do you
Does
know
he
what?
need to move on?
Do you know what? I kind of thought that as well when I was watching the series. And what kind of got me was the fact that his writing style hasn't changed or evolved in any way whatsoever. So when I was watching the show, I kind of felt like it was a bit of an anachronism, like it belonged in the 90s alongside the X-Files,
Yes.
alongside Buffy, alongside Angel.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like it's trying so hard to be one of those shows like NCIS or CSI, where you have the scene where it's like Bones, for example, where it's like the crime scene reconstruction in 3D and they're zooming in and stuff, and it's all it felt a bit clunky for my liking.
Yeah.
Do you know that I kind of feel Joss is a bit scared to actually explore things properly after the sort of crash of Firefly, really? He didn't get the time to... He didn't really get the opportunity to explore that properly, and I kind of feel he's a bit apprehensive to actually do anything risky.
Do you think could he still feel that way after the biggest movie of all time?
I don't know. I just kind of feel anything that I've watched since then. He's not really explored
holding back?
things. He's holding back.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. But that's just my opinion.
No, it's fair.
Do you think, and again with more controversy because we don't have enough of it on the show as it is, do you think that because obviously Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on ABC, which is owned by Disney, and of course Disney. Sorry, Disney owned Marvel. Do you think that had it been under different circumstances, had it been a different network, had it not been owned by Disney, that the pilot would have got picked up?
Probably not.
Based on the strength of that one episode, I would also say no.
Yeah. I just feel that it needs to shake up a wee bit more, because it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. And while the dialogue was good, the writing was good, you kind of saw it coming. And when you sort of start thinking to yourself, oh, such a Whedonism, maybe it's time to move, to change that.
Yeah. Because it's a style that originally, like back in the 90s, whenever Buffy and stuff came out, it was new, it was fresh, original.
Yes.
You didn't see it coming. He almost liked to satirize television as a medium, and he's still doing that now. But the thing is, we're in this post-Whedon world where writers are now incorporating Whedonisms into their own work. I mean, I do it as well in a limited capacity. So, like, when you have things like where I don't want to spoil it, but there's a character who's making a speech near the end of the first act, and like suddenly the speech is cut off by somebody opening a door.
Yes.
If you know the scene I'm talking about. And it's just like one of those things where it's like, saw it coming.
Yeah.
Because it was in the trailer.
Well, yeah.
Along with the rest of the entire episode. Like, I kind of, like, really, that annoyed me as well. Like, we were watching the episode going, this is just a longer version of the trailer, isn't it?
Yeah. We see, I kind of got in trouble for this wee bit a few weeks ago where I said that Nathan Fillion, and I love Nathan Fillion. I mean, you
Don't
can't
we all,
not
dear?
love Nathan Fillion. Sweetie. What? But, I want him to stop playing Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
I want him to do something different, because his Castle is the same as Mal is the same. You know, every time you see him, and it's great, and it's a shtick, and we do love him, and he's a brilliant actor, and he's a great kid, but do something different, please.
Yeah.
Please do something and go, I could never have seen you play that role.
Indeed.
You know, when he played Caleb in Buffy, it
Yeah.
was different, because he was evil, he was nasty, you know.
Oh, he was the complete opposite of Mal.
Yeah, let's see more of that. I want to see more of that, Nathan Fillion.
He was Pa Mal.
Okay, right.
Sorry,
we're going to be coming back with our big interview tonight, which is, of course, Nathalie Cox, who is Juno Eclipse in the Star Wars The Force Unleashed
Natalie or
games.
Nathalie?
We see, I might ask her that, because I've been talking to people who are going, is this Nathalie? I think it's Natalie. Nathalie.
Although I know some girls who spell it that way that are Nathalie,
Okay.
but that's kind of like a subtlety.
You see, I made this mistake when I interviewed Jessica Nicole from Fringe, who was the lovely Astrid in Fringe. I did the whole interview, and at the end she went, by the way, my name's pronounced Jessica. And I was like, really? Because I was calling her Jessica the whole way through.
On a lower level, Matt Irvine did the exact same thing with me.
Why?
Where he said, it's actually Matt Irvine.
Oh, right, okay.
And I said...
Oh, right, okay.
And I said, yes, because that makes a difference. Anyway.
It's only you and your name.
Yes, actually, most people say it as Stephen. I say Stephen.
Yes, Stefan.
Stephen.
And you're Mark Savage, right?
Savage, yes, especially after Clone Wars.
Damn, I thought it was Savage.
Savage.
Marc Savage.
Or as they
Originally
say
French.
As they say in France, pretentious tube. Okay. This is Following the Nerd. I'm Mark.
I'm Saxon.
And our special guest, unexpected guest,
Ruth.
hello.
Hi.
Okay, right. So as I say, we're coming back with a big interview, but first...
So I said...
Voice of Ahsoka Tano on Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I follow the nerd.
Hi, this is Colin Meaney, and I'm following the nerd.
Hello, this is George Takei, and this is Following the Nerd. Live long and prosper.
And we're back.
We are.
Yay.
We're getting getting warmed up here for the interview, for tonight's big interview. You looking forward to this?
I'm so looking forward to this.
We have a big thing for voice talent on here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I mean, you've got me on.
Hey.
Careful now.
But no, don't we seriously? Because we get
do.
so many voice actors on here,
Yeah.
and
But that's just because they sound so damn good over the radio waves.
yes, like ourselves,
Indeed.
Aw.
Ruth.
Yeah,
Oh, well, you can't win them all.
that's why I'm not in that often.
Ruth, are you doing your own show
I
on
am,
Shine?
yeah.
When can people listen in?
Mondays between 10 and 1.
All right, a nice early slot.
Yep.
Yeah, well, not that early, because I've got a breakfast show now from 7
Yes.
until 10. So I'm not doing that early, but from 10 until 1. Kind of like brunch, it's called.
But for anybody who's listening now, obviously, because Shine has come along, Shine has a very, very busy schedule now. And, you know, because I see the emails coming around from Frida and from yourself and stuff saying, right, this needs covered and this. So
Yeah.
there's big changes to Shine, right? I mean, it used to be, you would hear a lot of pre-recorded playlists and everything, but now
Yeah, we're
it's very
doing,
much...
doing a lot more live stuff.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of new presenters who've come on board, even some new people who've just applied this past week as well to get involved. So our slots are filling up, and we're still looking for more volunteers if anyone wants to get involved. So if you're out there and you're keen, give us a shout.
We need somebody for the hardcore dance funk section.
Yes, we sure do.
Yes, the 11 to 1 slot on a Friday
Applicants
night.
all welcome.
How do people get in contact? If people say somebody's listening later going, you know, I fancy trying that. How do they do it?
Head to shinefm.org.uk and there's information there on how to sign up or get involved. And maybe it's not even presenting that you want to do. Maybe you want to come in and help us with like administration or phone calls, or maybe you just want to like serve tea and biscuits or something every now and again to our
Yes,
presenters.
tea and biscuits
That'd
would
be great,
good.
wouldn't it?
Tea and biscuits would
So,
be good.
yeah, there's lots of things that you can do. We're even looking for people to be out and about the town and promoting Shine FM as well, and giving out stickers and flyers and going around the shops and seeing if they're interested in advertising. So lots of different things. You don't have to come on and talk on the radio like we're doing right now.
Okay.
So on the website, lots of details there, and you can send an email in through that way and just say, I'm interested, sign me up.
And the website again for anybody who's going, I didn't have a pen.
shinefm.org.uk.
Okay. Right, so if you fancy getting involved in any way in the radio station, that's the way to go. Right, okay, we are going
get
to...
Shine FM stickers?
Yeah.
I want one.
Hey?
I want one.
Yeah, hey, why? What was you want? I'm just curious.
Stickers.
Stickers. Oh, you're like my son's stickers. I don't care. They're stickers.
Stickers.
Yeah. I will go to the dentist. I will get those 3 fillings because I want a Wolverine sticker that says I was a great boy.
Absolutely right.
Okay.
And you were a great boy.
Yes.
Yes.
And those stickers are all over the house.
Yeah.
Little-
Many girls
little
have given that to me
dentists,
after events. Moving on.
Dental work. Right.
Indeed,
okay.
yes.
Time for tonight's big interview. Natalie is a voice actor. She's an actress. We'll talk a bit as well. She's done a lot of live action shows as well. But she is very much a part of the Star Wars tradition of strong female characters. Princess Leia, Ahsoka Tano. It's Star Wars. One thing about Star Wars is it is very strong characters. When the Force Unleashed games came out, Juno Eclipse was the character that she played. And we're going to talk a wee bit more about that now. Natalie, are you with us?
I hope so.
Excellent.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
We're not too bad. You're talking to myself, Marc and Saxon, and we have another guest in the studio tonight, Ruth as well, who's just popped her head around the corner. So,
Hello.
it's good to see that you got Skype working. We've had a fun couple of days trying to get Skype up and running.
I'm ever so sorry about that. I am a bit of a... I don't like to say technophobe. I'm more of a techno blonde. So I'm very trying. I would love to be more technological, but I am a little bit blonde at times when it comes to it, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. But I was laughing at your messages of despair.
Thank you for persevering.
And the fact that I seem to have found someone in the Netherlands who's called Nathalie Cox, and who I friend requested as well, and we don't know who that is.
I know, and she's probably sitting there going, "Who are these nerd people?"
Yes,
and, but obviously in Dutch, going, "I don't know who these people are." Yeah, bless her heart.
So listen, Natalie, look, first and foremost, thank you very much for coming out of your busy schedule, for taking a bit of time out to come on and talk to us here at FTN.
More than welcome.
And it's a pleasure to talk to you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
No, not at all. Now, for anyone that's just tuning into the show or that's just downloaded the podcast, tell us a wee bit about yourself, who you are, before we get into it.
So I am, well, actually, just for the record, just to start off with, it is pronounced Natalie.
Okay.
It's a silent H. I'm obviously Nathalie Cox. I'm an English model, actress, presenter, jack of all trades kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I play Juno Eclipse in the Force Unleashed computer games, basically. That's my Star Wars character that will be forever in the Star Wars universe. I'm very, very proud of that. That's it, really. What else can I say?
Well, you have done a lot more than just Star Wars. You've been in films like Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah.
So you have been around. But is Star Wars one of these things that just kind of everything else pales in comparison, because everybody's just like you are Juno Eclipse, and that's we get that a lot from that Star Wars is just the be all and end all sometimes.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that. Like people, when I sort of go on jobs and they'll sort of, we'll be chatting about past work and stuff like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, you did Clash of the Titans. Oh, that's really cool." And then all of a sudden, somebody will go, "Oh, wait, you're the girl. You're Juno." And it's sort of this big thing, because Star Wars is this, but tend to eclipse, most other things that I've done. But I think that's great. I think it's brilliant that I'm this character in this universe that's just amazing. It's ongoing.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that having Star Wars on your CV really helps? Just people go, "We need her. She needs to be our voice person."
It's like being in the Freemasons. There's a special handshake kind of thing. I do think it helps. I mean, I've done a few computer games since Star Wars was the first game that I did, and I've done a few since then. And I do think that, it does help. People, we tend to, when you go for auditions, and they sort of look at your CV and they're like, "Oh, wow, you did Star Wars. Oh, tell us about that." And they're not really that interested in anything else you've done recently. Mm-hmm. They just kind of want to talk about what that was like. And, It was great. It's a great experience. It's something brilliant to have gone through, and yeah, I do think it's helped.
I have a friend, a guy by the name of Neil Virtue, and Neil is on a mission to try and get everyone associated with Star Wars to sign his Star Wars posters. And he tracked Liam Neeson down about a couple of years ago, and it was some sort of function